It's Mickadee TV. All right, well, this is going to be a video about a few things that I'm planning on doing for season 2 of Mickadee TV. I'm just trying to make videos about what interests me in my life. Sometimes these videos are going to be about things happening to me personally, and sometimes it's things that I'm observing in life. So, just a preview on what I'm going to plan on doing this year or this season for Mickadee TV. Season 2 started July 4th. My season 1 started July 4th, 2017. That was the birth of Mickadee TV, and it is continuing into the second season. And one of the things I'm definitely going to talk about that I like to talk about is food and restaurants, basically. I think the one thing I want to do differently this year is try to do like maybe some recipes and record those on TV or just show how to, how I cook my steaks or my burgers or ribs or what have you. Or maybe I'll just work on some recipes. There's always these like recipe things that I see on Facebook and other web pages where they give you ingredients and instructions on how to make it. And it would be kind of cool to actually do those things since I post them and actually make those recipes and taste test some of those and give a little review on it. Uh, and then in regards to restaurants, like fast food restaurants or other restaurants, I might do some like special reviews on certain ones, or if any new type of foods that come out at certain restaurants, I might, head over there and check out and do some like little food reviews from local restaurants around the area as well. I always thought that would be kind of fun. Another thing I like to do that if you noticed last season, I loved like filming nature stuff. I loved filming the turkeys and the deer that I encountered. I hope there were other animals I encountered that I did not happen to have my phone with, or it wasn't a good time for me to film it because I was either driving and there was a lot of traffic, or something was happening where I couldn't really film it. But I will probably make a few more videos about nature and things like that, and go from there on that. I hope you guys enjoyed those videos. I always think it's kind of neat just to film nature out there because it's out there. It's the force that's out there that's keeping us alive or contesting us with death. I don't know. But I always like nature, so I'll film a few more things in regards to nature as well. And then I am planning on a couple big vacations coming up in August. One vacation will be a trip across from Minnesota all the way to Portland, Oregon, and then from Portland, Oregon to Vancouver, Canada. And I'm on a trip with my son and a friend and her daughter, and we are going to my friend's sister's wedding in Vancouver. And but she's interested in moving in the west somewhere in Portland or Seattle or maybe back to Vancouver. Who knows? But we thought it would be kind of cool just to drive towards Portland and check things out along the way. I want to move someday, of course. I don't know if I'll move out to the northwest. It's up in the air still. I lean towards Arizona, so does my son, and both him and we would love to move down to the southwest. But either way, on vacation, we're going to go to the west and check it out, and then we'll be in Vancouver and for the wedding, and we'll be there for a whole week for that. So hopefully, I can get a lot of videos in and create some series in that regard on some of the sights and sounds and scenic attractions along the way. So we'll see. And my other vacation, once again, is going to be Fairy Worlds. Last year I missed Fairy Worlds because I had a different family vacation that I wanted to do with my son, and it just didn't work with the date on Fairy Worlds. This year, since I'm not doing the Hayward trip, I'm doing the West Coast trip in Vancouver with my son. I'll be doing that, and then after that, I'm going to go immediately to Victoria, Canada, and I'm going to be hanging out with my friend there, and meeting other friends in Victoria, and whoever is going down the Fairy Worlds. I know my friend in Victoria and I are definitely going. I don't know who else is. I got to get back and talk to her on that on the phone and find out what's going on. But we'll be heading down the Fairy Worlds in Portland, Oregon. So I'll be going to Portland, Oregon twice this year. And well, one will be for a short period, but the Fairy Worlds trip will be a much longer weekend trip, so that'll be interesting. So hopefully I can get some good video on that as well. And then the other thing I would like to talk about is the Minnesota Vikings, and I'll be doing I'm going to try to do what I did last year and do my predictions during the football season for the Minnesota Vikings season of 2018, and then do my reviews of each game that the Vikings play. I'm going to try to be more timely now that I'm getting a little bit better at videotaping, and that I can try to really work on making shorter videos in regards to reviewing Vikings games, and that I'm going to try to keep them on less than 10 minutes, because for most websites or media websites, it's a little tough to post things more than 10 minutes. So I'm going to do my Vikings reviews and predictions, and of course, I will also talk about the NFL. And then another thing I want to do is, oops, here we go. I'm bringing up the music. I'm queuing up the music. I'm going to start reviewing the Minnesota Wild season. I think I'm going to try over the years try to be a little bit more involved with maybe talking about sports. But when it comes to Minnesota Wild, it's a long season, so it's going to be something where I'll probably do it like maybe once a week. I don't know if about once a week, maybe bi-monthly, like halfway through the month of each season, and at the end of the month, just give my review of the Minnesota Wild and their progress. And of course, talk about the NHL as well. And then I'm going to also talk about, if I get a chance, I might talk about the Minnesota Twins. I'm a big Twins fan still. I mean, they're the only major sports franchise in Minnesota that's won 2 big championships, 2 World Series, and I will give them my attention in that regard. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves, they've been doing pretty good too. They were in the playoffs last year, finally, after so many seasons. So I'll talk about the Timberwolves occasionally, and probably miscellaneous sports stuff as well. Other things that I'm going to talk about, it's midterms this year, so I might get into politics a little bit. As you know, I'm a pro-Trumper. If you haven't figured it out, I'm a pro-Trumper. So I might do a few videos on Trump. I'll see what I can do. Like I said, I don't have much time to do these videos, so I'll be very picky about what I'm doing or what I can do. But I would like to throw politics into the mix of my videos. I think that would be pretty fun. As far as my life, well, as you know, I try not to get too involved with people in my life in regards to my videos. I don't like bringing other people in because I respect their privacy, and I don't like hassling people to try to get on video and that. So in that regard, I don't do that, but I'll talk a little bit more about my life and what's going on, especially with my professional career. As you know, I'm an accountant, and I've been working temporary jobs, and I'm trying to find a full-time job. I'm unemployed again. So, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make a switch in careers. I'm not too sure. And then there's odds and ends in life. There are things I would love to talk about in miscellaneous regards, such as my hobbies, such as Dungeons and Dragons. I might talk about characters I made for 5th edition. As far as computer games, I'm going to talk about computer games over the year maybe. One of the things I would like to get back into is World of Warcraft. And then there's movies, and then there's TV. There's a lot of things I have to talk about, but I'm running out of time. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.